Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome to the SoutShines Tarot. Today's video is going to be very interesting, as in this video we are going to reveal as much messages as possible about your life journey and your personality through interpreting some universal symbols appearing on your card, and I'll try to decode maximum signs showing in the imagery of these cards. Now the unique part of this reading is that I'm not using any tarot card or any oracle card, but this time I'm using some cute little simple looking cards. And these simple looking cards can tell you a lot about yourself. To believe it, you'll have to watch this video. Therefore, you have these three beautiful landscapes in front of you. You'll have to select one card of your choice, or you can choose more than one card, which means you might meant to receive more messages from the universe, or you can select any other card of your friends or for your family members and for your loved ones to understand their life issues and situation in a better way, especially if they are living far away from you. Now, this means that you can watch the whole video, which promises to not disappoint you, and you will end up on learning the hidden language of universal signs and symbols. Take a look on these cards, and you can select any bird if you like, or you can select the imagery directly. And I start with the card number 1. Hello, card number 1. Those who picked up this card, it is going to be your reading. Now, the very first thing we can notice in this beautiful image is a color blue, which represents both the sky and the sea, and also associated with introspective journey, expansion, and depth. Those who selected this card might be facing some trust issues and seeking loyalty and sincerity from someone in their life right now. You have some sort of wisdom which makes you brave enough to have confidence and faith in yourself to handle your relationship issues intelligently. And this is very clear that you are contributing and wanting everything to get better. But at the same time, you need a calm and peaceful environment for your mental health, because your energy seems to be low. So you might be feeling blue, but you must know that there is a good luck lies in your action of taking some time out of the situation to control your impulsiveness, because you are not impulsive actually. So you rather like to spend a great deal of time thinking about the solution, because you are one of those who speaks, but you think before you speak, and that's a very good quality. Right now, you are very serious about some responsibility you have these days, and that is why you need to enjoy some peaceful moment and spending time with your own self. Right now, you are taking care of your own personal taste more than the opinion of others, and that makes you unique yet conventional. What I can see is that you are an independent soul and want to lead rather than following others. So no matter if it would make you alone for some times, it's alright for you. So you may felt alright. Now you are feeling reserved but confident, and you don't need anybody, as you can do your things on your own very well. But at the same time, you can also help those who are in need, besides the fact that you need some help too, to calm yourself in some specific situation you're struggling with. You're communicative, sympathetic, compassionate, and a sincere personality. And your sensitive nature along wisdom gives you a great stability. So you don't need to get worried about the issue you are dealing with right now. As you can see, this guy is sitting in front of the lake, and water represents emotions, but we can see that this lake is calm. So you have full control over your emotions, which depicts your sound mind without much of emotional hype. You may decide to set back for a while to not draw attention of others to yourself, which can make you feel safe and secure. So people can't see you as a threat or a danger while you are thinking and concentrating on the situation, because you are not aggressive but very rigid at the same time. And due to this inflexibility of yours, change can be a slow process but definitely possible. Now you have your conventional, conservative and rigid ways, and you become predictable for others due to your traditional sound methods of resolving issues. Now this leak shows that you are in a transition phase of your life. There is a huge chance of self-contemplation as well as chance of a revelation. And some of you can also expect some unexpected events. And this snow is the snow right here around this man. This snow represents something stagnant, right? It represents calmness and tranquility, which means you definitely need this time to stop and relax to get back to your routine life again. Now, this bonfire, if you can see, there is a little fire in front of this person. This bonfire says that you are good enough to produce a good work all alone and to lighten up your ways and surroundings, and also that darkness within you, even in cold and harsh time you face. Bonfire depicts that everything is good if you decide to spend some alone, me time. It might be you or someone else in your life who's being cold and giving a harsh time to other person, which is fading the connection and love between you guys somehow. But you are the one who is trying to warm up the situation and surroundings to keep that connection or emotions alive and finding the solution for growth and prosperity, for nourishing the situation. And one of you is wanting a union and liberation. Meanwhile, you need to avoid the claims, demands, or arguments which are being depicted by this tent. See, it's a very little cute yellow color tent. Now, what this tent says, this tent, which is very small, probably for a single person, and there is no room for any other person. So it might be you who are keeping your claims, demands within yourself, or arguments very short to avoid further complications, which is very nice of you, or it's other person, but it shows that the situation is under control due to your dedication, of course. So the good news is that whatever the issue you are facing right now is temporary, and you don't intend to staying there much longer in this situation. This thing is very positive for you and for your situation. Things are getting cleared, sorted and resolved, hopefully. And that's all I had to tell you. Hope you like this reading, and if this reading resonates with your situation, then please like, share, subscribe and press the notification bell on the option all to watch all of my upcoming videos on time. Hope to see you in my next reading. Till then, take care, bye and Allah Hafiz. Hello card number 2, those who selected this beautiful image. Let me tell you all about the very first word which came on my mind is expansion. Yes, this card is all about development and growth. You are maybe up to some kind of enlargement in your domestic, professional, personal or spiritual life. You might be getting some sort of extension, like some of you are increasing your business, some are making families, adding new family members, some are meeting their soul tribes. Some of you are reaching on the higher level of personal and spiritual growth. Some of you are meeting your extended family or friends or colleagues, through which your personal and social development can be seen very clearly. Because when we meet new people or travel or move or shift from one place to another, from one job to another, from one relationship to another, for instance, our mind gets broader and we get updated and well informed about what's happening everywhere. How do other people live or think? And that knowledge helps us to adopt something from everywhere we go. And that's how our vision gets broader and we can understand life in a better way. Yeah. So you're not only enjoying your freedom right now and growth, but you want to share it with others and you want others to enjoy their lives as well, because live and let live is your policy. Right now, you might be expecting some change, and if not, then let me tell you that there is definite transformation ahead for you. Your hopes are very high about something for sure, and you're getting elevation and enlightenment. And you're feeling as light as air to go higher, which means that you are on the path of success or learning. Or some of you have already learned to have balance in your life, and now it is the time to enjoy that success and growth with the people around you. And some of you are ready to join those who already are on the path of success. Therefore, I can see some sort of collaboration for mutual interest and mutual benefit. So if you get an opportunity to expand your work or family, you must avail that with both of your hands, because it can give you a new vision and new heights of pleasure and prosperity, which may lead some of you to get travel for business or pleasure. And those of you who have been facing some sort of problems with some people, now there is going to be a peace and union again. And the best thing about this growth is that no matter how far you go and be on heights of success, you always have some grounding and humbleness in yourself, and you have your eyes on land, which means that you are very down to earth and humble personality. There is a mustard color everywhere in this picture, right? And it is very prominent in this scenery, which means that you can get the warmth from the people who are not as successful as you are, or they don't have that much as you have, but you have their support and liking. They look at you, they admire you. So if you are good with your subordinates or domestic helpers, this act of gratitude can keep you blessed for long. There is a creativity and diversity in your work. So whatever are you doing, you are doing it with a positive mindset, which makes you an optimistic personality, and optimism never fails us, right? So now there is a possibility to leave your asset or possession for others, maybe for your family or for charity. It could be a property, land or business, but a legacy or something for their benefit through which they can also grow and expand as you did in your life. And if there is no materialistic asset left behind you, then you must be leaving an ideal approach or setting an example so people can look up for you to get inspired. There you can see a little bit of brown here and there. Now, what does it mean? Now, this brown land, which means that there are some people who might be dependent on you, and you are one of those who's responsible for their security and safety, and they may feel left alone without your support. So there is a little bit of loneliness and sadness surrounds them, and they might get isolated themselves, or there is a possibility that some of you might have felt that loneliness, sadness and isolation at some point in your life in the past. But let bygones be bygones. And if any of you are dealing with this issue right now, then you should know that you are much more blessed than ever and everything is beautiful now. And if you can see those mountains here, which seems rock solid, and they seem rock mountains, and this is a very clear indication of your strength and stability. So whatever you have achieved or achieving or can achieve is due to your optimism and blessings, and no one can snatch that status from you that easily. All you have to do is to keep your eyes on earth while flying on the sky. Whoa, what a saying. And that's original, by the way. So stay connected with your roots while getting success and achieving what you want. That's all I had to say, card number 2. If you like this reading, please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press the notification bell on the option all to watch all of my upcoming videos on time. Hope to see you in my next reading. Till then, take care, bye, and Allah Hafiz. Hello, card number 3. Those who selected this beautiful mystical image, this reading is for you. Now, the very first thing we can see as whole in this image is a desert. Not only this, but there is so much beyond this imagery. So let's find out what's beneath the surface. Alright, so first of all, I need to say that most of you might have been living one of the most hostile conditions, because of which you might have faced an emptiness, loneliness, and isolation. And some of you are going through some hard time where you face some kind of barriers in your life, and your life seems full of challenges. But the good part is that you have definitely got your clarity about something. So this journey comes with revelation and purity and learnings. Although this desert is about self-narrow and self-interested visions, but desert also represents a great power of undoing things and a temptation to live according to force, power, and control. That means you might be forced to do something which you don't want to do, or you have done something forcefully with all your power of controlling an issue, because desert depicts all the obstacles and hardships that stands between people and their dreams. And when we talk about a desert, first thing comes in our mind is sand, right? Which represents the passing time, metaphorically, which means there is something on constant change. So no matter how difficult this is, it is passing, because time never remains the same, right? So some of you might have faced eventual destruction, and you must have gone through many phases of your life. Now these camels show your endurance, stamina, and self-sufficiency. And we know that camels are great survivors in harsh conditions, such as traveling for miles without much of food and water for days, which shows that you have struggled. That made you wiser and strong. But camels are also known for their sassy and crude behavior, and they have lack of etiquette sometimes. But do you know that according to Feng Shui, keeping a camel, a statue of course, so keeping a camel in the northwest direction of your house brings positiveness. Yes, you can try that. And as we can see that there is not only one but 3 camels in front of us in a row, which means that you're not alone in this journey. You may be thinking that it's only me who is suffering, and why me in this whole freaking world? But if you look around you, you may find that there are so many people who are going through as much as you are, who have same pains and same issues, same struggles as you do. So you guys are very much like each other. These other two fellows can be your soul tribe members, but most probably these are your family members or friends, because see that all these three camels have two humps, and as we know that there are two types of camels, one with a single hump and second type comes with double humps. And hump is consisted of stored fats and food that they can metabolize in shortage of food and water. So you guys have so much in your self to utilize to make things work. You have so much potential which can make you move, motivated and fight to survive. If any of you is suffering from any skin related health issues, then this is going to be resolved, because the milk of camel is beneficial for some kind of diseases, skin diseases especially. And camel, no doubt, is a very sacred animal and has been mentioned in Holy Quran on different places and described as a miracle of Almighty God. And it is also very respectable being for some of northwestern Indians in Rajasthan. So you're not only likable for one, but more societies and acceptable in many cultures. Those of you who struggled or still struggling in your life can earn wealth and could be very favorable for others in terms of providing them a great source of help, no matter how nomadic lifestyle you spend, but you end up providing yourself a good and loyal friend and support to others. So people who are in relationship with you can be proud of you, having you in their lives. And card number 3, in the ancient history, where mechanical transportation was not available easily or at all available, people used to borrow and lend camels from their owners, because everyone could not afford camels as it was an expensive ride to own, and those who owned camels were known as rich and royal people of their tribes and societies. Therefore, it was a symbol of power and status. And if we talk about profession or career, camel also depicts that many of you can earn a lot through trade or have a profession related to traveling. Some of you may have a reputation of being bad-tempered, who can spit and kick anyone, but in reality, you tend to be a good-tempered. In fact, very patient and intelligent. Despite living a nomadic life and spending much of your time in traveling, you're very confident and calm. You are committed to your goals. For you, journey is as important as the destination. You guys have an ability to unseen that danger and go through the storms and tough times. Yes, it is so. So you're a person who can adopt and find ways to make things work. And you can protect yourself from others' negative intentions. And that's a very rare quality. You're not only brave enough to fight your own battles and win them, but you can bear others' way also, which makes you a responsible being. So you seem to be a tough nut to crack initially, but in reality you are very emotional and affectionate. If life gives you a smooth living or pleasant environment, you can be the most loyal partner to other fellows. And you are there for them through thick and thin. And it reminds me a saying that treat a camel well and its loyalty will rival that of a dog. Interesting, yeah? So you guys are inquisitive and focused about what's coming next. You trust yourself to have all the resources to get through the challenges before you. But you may feel like you are journeying across a vast, lifeless desert that stretches with no end in sight, and you are crossing this seemingly barren landscape before you, and your thirst for comfort is there. But all the experiences you have had in your life make you gain the wealth of knowledge you have accumulated can be called on not only cope up with any type of adversity, but can help you move forward with courage and determination. So you must identify first that where you want to go and then proceed. So then you can cast your fears away and your doubts, hesitations, because you have fortified, and that level of endurance keeps you focused and determined. And with all your optimism, you boost your adaptability and strength. You thrive for justice, and that's why you have all your accomplishments because of your belief in equality. That's a very beautiful thing, by the way. There you can see mountains behind these camels. Right? Now, what does it mean? Mountains, which shows how strong and brave you are to set some social foundations besides all the desert, sand, camels, and shadows. Now the shadows tell us that you were somehow unacceptable and have fear of fitting in with a group and can create unresolved anger, which expresses some kind of rejection you might have faced in your life, or some repressed emotional baggage you are carrying with you. So you need to avoid such negative emotions which may cause your character to act out of selfishness, greed, or arrogance, which is depicted by these shadows. But the best part of this card is this crescent moon right here. There you can see this tiny little crescent moon, which is one of the most powerful ancient symbol. It's an indication of something good. There is no evil meaning in a crescent moon. When this celestial body reveals itself to you, it's a sign of positivity and courage. Now, symbolical meaning of a crescent moon offers hope to the broken heart. And whenever you are going through difficult times, the crescent moon is a sign that you should not lose hope. Help is going to come, and you are going to enjoy your life to the fullest. Something good is about to happen in your life. It is also a symbol of illumination and wisdom through self-discovery and fulfillment of your purpose. Whenever the crescent moon shows up, it's a sign of preparation for something new. It tells us that our life is not going to end. In fact, we are going to enter a new phase of good luck and prosperity. And the sky is to not give up, right? Because it's an open sky and you can see some stars. It's a blue sky. There's a crescent moon giving a good news, giving a good phase and betterment, better time ahead. So for some of you, life is about to take a new turn, because this crescent moon is a token of goodness from the universe. Remember, you believe in God makes you believe in signs given by the universe, because this whole universe is created by God, and to enjoy an experience of this powerful illumination and goodness of this universal sign, you'll have to observe that how these sighting of crescent moon brings good opportunities to accumulate the success and fortune in your next phase of your life, right? See, a crescent moon is not just a geographical coincidence, but there is something more to it, as it is a one way of the universe to communicate several things to us. For example, it tells us to stay positive and tells us that it is the time to make changes, to experience joy, to start afresh and to build solid relationships. It's a sign of manifestation, your specific desire. So surely it's an indication that you are nearing the end of the current phase of your life and entering a new phase of your new life, which is filled with good luck and prosperity. Because you never know that beyond this sand mountain, you may find an oasis. Who knows, right? So stay positive, because according to this beautiful card, you are going to be rewarded soon. Alright, it was the longest and strongest reading of all these 3 cards, but ultimately it's worth the time to conclude your life journey, which is just begun. That's all I had for you, card number 3. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press the notification bell on the option all to watch all of my upcoming videos on time. Hope to see you in my next reading. Till then, take care, bye, and Allah Hafiz.